It's kind of a simple theme song, isn't it?
Yeah, did like everyone you go to school with learn how to play it on the piano, and then we'd all try and freak each other out?
Yeah. Boom. I want to go boom. Oh, there it is.
That's where it gets creepy.
Boom.
That's where the jack-o'-lantern starts coming closer to
How
us.
many times do you think you've seen this movie, sweetie?
Uh, 83,
Definitely 83.
something like that.
82, 82, 82. That's what Rain Man says when he's counting the toothpicks,
Yeah,
just
it
so you
could
know.
be 82.
So it's Fright Month or October. It's Fright October.
Do you have any scary monster sounds? Like
Um,
I used to have one that went, oh, like
uh,
that.
I might have some.
Yeah. Because like Todd said, first of all, this is Zen Pop Parenting where Gen X pop culture meets real life reflection. And Todd and I decided, I don't know, like 3 months ago that we were going to make October a, just a scary month. Oh my. Oh my.
Sounded like Jabba, didn't it?
That's very creepy.
What
It
about
was
this
so
one?
in my ears.
Oh, that sounded like a fart.
That totally did. That doesn't work.
I don't know how to stop it. Oh, there we go. I stopped it. I'm gonna
The
do one.
first one's
This
scary.
one's called Weird Monster Souls.
Yeah, you know what that sounds like? It sounds like the scary people who come up during Ghost and take away
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
I want to do one more. This is called Monster Scary Monster.
okay. Oh, that's a first of all, neither of those are monsters and neither of them are scary. So,
Hold on, one more. Monster in Cave number one.
oh,
Yeah, that sounds like a
what's
monster.
going on in cave number two? I choose door number three.
So yeah, we don't know what we're doing next week, but it's gonna be scary month.
It's scary month. So this, and if you're listening to this on the Tuesday it comes out, we know it's not October yet, but the week is October.
It will be soon
It
enough.
will be soon. So we are in October basically. And we decided we went through a lot of things like how do we start? And Todd said, you know what people really want to hear are our old
Classics.
classics, our boogeymen. So we're going with I would say the best horror movie of all time. It kind of set the stage. And it is Halloween by John Carpenter.
Boy, it's hot.
Is that a hot take, sweetie?
Maybe but we're going to be
I
doing
think
some.
it's a safe pick. I don't think it's that hot.
And you know what? The reason it may be hot to you or to people listening, but I'm talking about me because remember, when we do this thing, I'm not trying to like people please everybody.
You're just being honest.
We did boy bands and hair bands, remember? And I was really excited. I really loved those
We
days.
got to do that again. We got to
Do
break
that
back.
again. So I'm just telling you my experience with horror movies, and I would call myself, and I'm in a very strange category with horror movies. I love them, and I have a really hard time watching them.
You love them so much you can't watch them.
Correct. And when I was young, oh, you know what? That's remember when. Let's set the stage. I got to stay on target. Remember.
Stay on target.
All right, let's set the
Let's
scene.
set the scene.
All right. I'm going to set the scene.
All right,
So
let's
this
hear it.
movie took place in 1978,
Correct?
and I'm guessing most people don't remember it that well because they probably haven't seen it in a long time. So I'm just going to give you a paragraph of
All
what
right.
happens in this movie.
Let's hear it.
On Halloween night in 1963,
1963.
6-year-old Michael Myers murders his sister in Haddonfield, Illinois. I wonder if Haddonfield's a real place. Any
It
ideas?
is not. Haddonfield is a place in California. That's a town in California that Deborah Hill was from, the producer.
Okay.
But they wanted to be in Illinois because Midwest is scarier because nothing bad is supposed to happen here.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
All right. 15 years later, Michael escapes custody, steals a car. We got to talk about the car
We got to
stealing.
talk about his driver's license.
And he returns home donning coveralls and a white mask to stalk teen babysitter Laurie Strode. Now,
But you never use the word donning. So what does he really do? He puts on a mask.
no, he dons, sweetie. He's a donner. When I think of Michael Myers, I think of donning. I don't even know what donning means.
That's so written by AI.
Yes, it is. What does it say? He returns home donning coveralls. I'm donning my green.
Come home. He steals the coveralls from the gas station.
Maybe
guy.
donning and stealing means the same
Okay,
thing.
whatever.
So yeah, we'll talk about the coveralls. and a white mask to stalk teen babysitter Laurie Strode as Dr. Loomis, our fearless leader,
He knows what's up.
and Sheriff Brackett search. Michael shadows Laurie and her friends. He just kind of pops up.
First of all, Sheriff Brackett is not searching for anybody.
No.
He's
There's a lot of adults not doing a whole lot.
where are they?
Where are the
Where
adults?
are the parents?
Sweetie, quick trivia. Who are Laurie's friends? There's no way you know this.
Yes,
Two,
I know their name. Nancy.
maybe Nancy's in it, but that's not who I have here.
I have them. Let me tell you what their names are. Their names are Annie,
Yep.
and her name in real life is Nancy Loomis. That's why I said that. And Linda.
Very good.
Those are the most. Or Linda's the most 80s name ever.
So our fearless leader, Michael Myers,
Is he a leader?
yeah, he's a leader of killing.
Sorry to like ruin your paragraph, but
No,
a
that's
lot of
okay.
it doesn't.
We're getting through it. Laurie and her friends. So he kills Annie, then Bob. Might have talked about the Bob scene, and Linda at the Wallace house. Worried by a strange phone call, Laurie crosses over, discovers her friends' bodies arranged with Judith Myers' stolen tombstone.
Which we got to talk about how Michael carried that.
Oh yes,
That's a
I don't
really
even
heavy
remember that.
tombstone.
So he took is Judith the sister that he killed?
So yes, so there is a point when they're looking for Michael, and there's so many things you are going over because the whole movie is really about Michael's path back to Haddonfield. Okay. And there's all sorts of places he goes. Like he goes to the hardware store and he breaks into the hardware store, and the sheriff's like, oh, it's just a bunch of kids. But really it's Michael, and he's getting all sorts of equipment.
He's getting
like,
tools.
He's getting tools.
He's gonna
he's like-
refinish a garage.
It's like things are going down tonight. And then he goes to the cemetery, and Dr. Loomis goes there too, and the headstone is missing.
Oh no.
So Michael, and we got to even back up to why little Michael killed his sister in the first place. Like
Okay.
there's so many scenes to set.
I know, but I didn't want to say the whole movie in this paragraph. I'm almost done. I
Okay,
promise.
go ahead.
So Laurie flees back to the Doyle house, protects the kids, Tommy and Lindsay,
Correct.
and twice wounds Michael, once
Yes.
with a knitting needle,
Yes, in the closet.
later in the eye and chest, yet he keeps rising.
Oh no, she gets him with a hanger once.
Yeah, maybe it's a hanger. Loomis arrives in time to shoot Michael 6 times and knocks him off a balcony, but when he checks the lawn, the body is gone, leaving Laurie sobbing and Michael breathing, echoing in the night.
Play the song again, because that's what they play when Dr. Loomis looks over and she says, was that the boogeyman?
Yes.
And he says, a matter of fact.
Sweetie, you're stepping on something I'm going to share midway through.
Sorry, that's just a really good end because
We're going to play that in real time with a new spin on it.
Great.
And I think you know what
I already know what that spin is. Okay, so I'm going to stay and set the scene for a second
Okay.
and just talk about the very beginning of this movie. So there's a lot of reasons why this movie is so scary. And you know, we can get into even more during random facts, but first of all, horror movies weren't really a thing at the time. Like there were no slasher movies. There was nothing like that. And this movie was not only terrifying because of where it was located in the Midwest where nothing's supposed to happen, plus things are happening when the sun is up. Like Michael is stalking them during the day,
Yeah.
which is terrifying because
not cool. He should wait until nighttime.
He's-
Come on. He's got no manners.
he's totally like creeping around in his little car. He stole a car from the institution, and it says on the side like city of whatever.
Yeah, right.
It's obviously an institution car, yet it's like a station wagon, but no one's like, and he's going like 5 miles per hour. Nobody cares. Everybody's like, that guy's just going 5 miles per hour while wearing a mask. I think he also got his mask from the hardware store, but I digress. So
He probably did too.
the other part that's really creepy is that the whole movie starts with you looking through his eyes. Okay. So that was a new idea too.
Right.
We're not going to be the protagonist. We're going to look through the eyes of the murderer.
That's
so
right.
You're
Kinda neat.
seeing through the eyes of a clown mask that he's wearing when he's a kid, which is why he's obsessed with masks as he gets older.
Sure.
So this is like just a point we could discuss right now. He looks through the window. He's been trick-or-treating, little boy.
Mhm.
And you don't know he's a little boy yet, but he looks through the window and his sister Judith and boyfriend are totally making out and about to have sex.
Sweetie,
okay?
they're necking.
And they go upstairs to Judith's bedroom. And then the boyfriend leaves. That's when Michael goes in and stabs his sister.
Not
So
cool.
what's going on?
Yeah.
Is he mad about that she's now not pure to him?
That's what I give to Michael for stabbing his sister.
And you and I kind of laughed the other night when we saw this, but when Michael walks outside, takes off his mask, and is holding a bloody knife, his parents are just standing there looking at him.
Yeah.
They have no response.
Well, real quick about that moment. So they take off his masks, and I feel like they could have found a more disturbed looking
Yeah,
kid
He
because
just looked like Johnny down the street.
he looks like a cutie pie.
Yeah, he's a total
And maybe
sweetie.
that makes it more scary, but give me some kid that's got a little kind of
edge
to him. And this kid looks like he's just eating cereal, watching cartoons.
Who just wants to go eat his bag of candy. And the thing is why that's important. And again, we're totally just picking this apart. But later on, Dr. Loomis is like, he's got the evil eyes and the eyes of the devil. And it's like, he kind of doesn't as a little boy.
Yeah.
But anyway, then we flash forward to 1963. It's 50. How many years later? 15 years?
6, yeah, I don't know. Who knows?
It goes for, no, he did this in 1963 and then he comes back in 1978. So do the math.
78, 63, that's about 15 years.
There you go. So, so anyway, that's like the whole beginning. And for me, that really is a terrifying premise.
Right.
Like that kids, I don't really like it when kids get involved, but they basically, for the majority of the time, he's an adult in a mask.
Can I play a little bit of Dr. Loomis?
Yes.
All right.
Telephone, tell him exactly who walked out of here last night and tell him exactly where he's going.
Probably going.
I'm wasting my time.
Sam Haddonfield is 150 miles away from here. Now, for God's sakes, he can't drive a car.
He was
Oh, he could drive a car. Can we talk about the car real
This
quick?
is, they were mistaken.
Yes.
He's crushing as a driver.
Yes. So, okay. So the kid's 6 years old. I know
Right.
they did this on the rewatchables,
Right.
but we can't not
We can't go
address
for
it.
it. Right.
He's 6 years old. He's been in an institution for 15 years. So
Yeah.
he's 21 now.
Basically serious lockdown
Serious lockdown.
because he's like scary and bad.
So he needs to figure out how to put it in gear.
Yes.
He needs to navigate the gas pedal and the brake.
Yes.
He needs to be able to.
He stops at the gas station to get gas. Who taught him that?
How did he? And what did
And
he?
money?
What did he pay to get the gas?
Well, he killed the guy and he donned his overalls. He killed the guy working there or the guy who had the truck and put on his overalls. So maybe he just
And
stole the
then-
gas.
and
But how did he even know
does he
to
ha-
do gas?
Does he have an atlas? Does he have a map? How does
Right?
he get to
How does he
Haddonfield?
Haddonfield. We had no GPS.
I got grown friends that wouldn't know how to get to Haddonfield now, much less if they were institutionalized since they were 6.
And how do you get there driving 5 miles per hour like he does?
And he's got that sweet little wagon.
He's creeping around.
He's creepy.
He's such a creeper. So anyway, that is definitely a challenge right there. And I love that they say that. Like, he
Yes.
can't drive. And, Dr. Loomis is like, well,
Oh, yes, he can.
and this was something you didn't pick up on the other night, but the scene we're talking about is Dr. Loomis and a nurse who's driving the car.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And she's got her nursing hat on too.
Yeah, they're like going to pick up Michael because he's going to be transferred somewhere.
Yeah.
And Dr. Loomis is like, I don't know if we should do this. And the only two people who are going to go do it is this one nurse
Yeah.
and Dr. Loomis. And I think she's there because she's supposed to medicate him, whatever.
Yeah.
When they get there, it's of course rainy because it's a horror movie. And you look around and all the people from the institution are walking around.
Mhm.
And did you really not notice that part?
No, I didn't.
It's kind of like you can only see them in the headlights.
Yeah.
But that's the first sign that something is amiss.
Yeah.
Okay. So he probably just opened the door and said, everybody run.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Run, Forrest, run.
Let's go.
Let's get out of here. It's kind of like, I feel like that's from a movie where they're trying to set everybody free. Like, I don't know. My brain's not.
One flew over the cuckoo's nest.
Yeah, no, the Native American just escapes. But I guess Jack Nicholson.
Aren't they all trying to like get out though?
Yeah.
Isn't that the goal? Or maybe it's just to take over. I don't remember that movie as well.
So one other thing about Set the Scene before we move on, unless you have something different, it was made for $325,000
Uh-huh.
and it grossed over 70 million worldwide. So nice job. Attaboy, whoever made this. What was that guy's name last night?
Well, we watched a little show about how they made this, and there was like a producer dude. He knew John Carpenter from another movie, asked John Carpenter to do Halloween. John Carpenter and his girlfriend, also producer Deborah Hill, wrote it. And then they just kind of all did it on a total shoestring budget, as you said, $300,000, put their friends in it. Like one of his best friends plays Michael,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. And so, yeah, they did it, and he was smart. John Carpenter he knew what was scary.
Yeah.
And if you've ever seen The Thing, we watched The Thing for the first time last year, but
And some people think The Thing is like
one
the
of the best.
scariest,
Mm-hmm.
best movie. And I saw it once. I feel like I need to see it again because I wasn't scared for some reason.
I think we watched it at a time when we were also watching
Midnight Mass.
not Midnight Mass. We were watching The True Detective with Jodie Foster, which was based on The Thing.
Oh, interesting.
So
The Thing inspired
correct.
that.
And that's something we could kind of set the scene with is John Carpenter with Halloween inspired slasher movies and horror movies.
Yeah.
And John Carpenter with The Thing inspired a whole different kind of science fiction. So he's very we'll save it to random facts. So let's go remember when. Remember when you couldn't wait.
I don't have many for remember when. I don't remember when I saw this movie. I certainly didn't see it in the theater.
Okay.
Alan and Sharon were smart enough not to take me to this one. I'm sure I saw it on VHS and was terrified, but I don't have anything more specific than that.
Yeah, one interesting thing about this movie is because it came out with any kind of marketing group behind it, where what's that called? Like promotional distributor thing. Yeah. It didn't have a distributor. So the first year it came out, which was, what did we say, 1978? I can't remember when this movie came out. 1978. It was in the theaters and there was some word of mouth, but it wasn't the biggest thing. And then every year it kept going back to the theaters. Mm-hmm. So it had a bunch of lives because of the name.
Yeah.
It's called Halloween. So every Halloween, everyone's like, let's put Halloween on the big screen. And if you remember, we did Airplane last week and we talked about how if you didn't see the movie in the theater, you were not going to see it again until it was on TV.
That's right. You had to wait it out.
Right. But Halloween was one of those movies. Again, it's 1978 and it had been in the theater for a couple years. And so it was also in that era of where the movie channel came and that type of thing. I saw Halloween in 7th grade. So what year would that be for me? I was born in 1971 and I was 12. So
I love it when you try to do math on the podcast.
I'm so bad at math.
But 1983.
Yeah, in the very early 80s. So I saw it a few years after it came out. So my remember when is this. I saw Halloween and then I slept on my parents' floor for over a year.
Oh my God.
And it was a real challenge in my life. Like I have had to do therapy around this, not around the movie Halloween, but around, it's so funny because you and I were just talking about this, how I can get really intrusive thoughts about this kind of stuff. I was terrified just of being terrified. So I think what happened is seeing something at a time when my brain was changing so much and hormones and life was changing and I was becoming a young woman and going through all these things. I just was terrified. Yeah. I was just like, I didn't even know why. My parents were not fans of me sleeping on their floor. It became, they were kind of annoyed at me all the time. And I have a lot of issues from that too, because, these are small T's, everybody. I just mean like, I didn't sleep well for about a year or two, like where I would like try and like befriend my sister before bed and be like, hey, I'll give you this, I'll do that. And then she'd be like, nope, you're not sleeping in here. So like, I tried to do things.
Thanks a lot, Christine.
I didn't have to sleep alone. She knows. And she doesn't.
Who wants her little sister?
I was gonna say she's in high school. She doesn't want me sleeping on her floor. But that's the thing is it was like an obsession for me. So what I ended up doing is I was so overly obsessed with this movie that when Halloween 2 had probably already come out, and in 7th grade, you had to do a science project. And I made my science project about Halloween 2.
Love it.
And I made people watch scenes from it, and they had to get a permission slip, and they were bad, scary scenes. And then I took their blood pressure to see if their blood pressure went up.
Here's my take on your science experiment. I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that their blood pressure went up when they saw it,
yes.
But I think it would be even further up if you put them into a dark room and if you had them watch the whole movie, which you didn't do. You just clipped the scenes, right?
Yes, because it was a rated R movie. So even to see the scenes, these kids were 12 or 13 years
Yeah.
old. So the whole, and this is seventh grade science. I mean, most people are just doing like, I watered my plant and here, but I did go to state with it.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude.
Right? Didn't you go to state with yours too?
Sweetie, I got a third place out of third at my science fair.
Well, once I went to state, nothing happened, but I feel like I got a first or second.
Well, I want to be clear. I got third out of third. Nobody got the ribbons. You either got, I think, the green one, which is like outstanding and you're advancing to the next level.
Yeah, that was me.
First place, which is a red ribbon, I think, or maybe blue.
Okay.
And then second place, and like 15 people got first place. 15 people got second place, like 5 people got the green, the good one, and like a handful of us got the third place, which means they had no idea what the hell was going on. And neither did I.
And you were one of those people?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. So I just want to share those two things because that alone for me, like this movie had an impact. And the other thing that happened after that, so my third thing after my science project is then I became obsessed with horror movies because I had to overcome this fear. Again, I had no idea that I was doing this, but I had to like learn how to tolerate it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had to
Get
like
comfortable with the discomfort.
Exactly. And I started going on roller coasters and a lot of this is just normal development. It's just Halloween was kind of what kicked off my I have to take some risks. I need to push myself a little bit. And now we may say, did I?
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't, but that's what I did.
Yeah.
And so it was scary.
Yeah.
And now I watch Halloween like it's, now it's nothing.
I'm telling you, if we decide to watch it tomorrow night and shut the lights off and we hear some creaks in the house, I got a feeling your blood pressure will go up.
Should we do a science project?
Yeah, let's
Take
do
my
science
blood
project.
pressure. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, thank you.
Do you know the human head weighs 8 pounds?
Okay, I got a bunch of these.
Okay, go ahead. I do too, but you go first and then I'll add mine.
We already talked about the budget. It was shot in the spring in 1978. So the crew had to buy fake autumn leaves, paint them, scatter them around for shots. The mask was William Shatner's face.
Correct.
And then they modified it a bit. They cut the eyes wider. Is that right?
And then they spray painted it white.
They spray painted it white, which is just very interesting because
And then-
it is a scary mask, but who would have thunk it?
And spray painted the hair dark.
And they don't know where that mask is, I think.
Yep, they do not know.
Michael Myers' name, he was named after a real film distributor in the UK who had helped Carpenter with an earlier movie. The Shape. In the script and credits, Michael isn't called Michael Myers, but The Shape, emphasizing that he's more of a force of evil than a person.
Yes.
Nick Castle's role, Castle, a friend of Carpenter, was cast as Myers mostly because he hung around the set. He later became a director and he directed The Last Starfighter and Dennis the Menace.
They actually, the clip that we saw of him, he was totally hanging around. And they're like, if you're going to hang around, then just put the costume on and we can get some shots of you by the laundry.
Yeah.
And at the end of the street.
And they used it.
They used it. Mhm.
Jamie Lee Curtis' debut. This was her first major film role. Casting her was also a nod to her mother, Janet Leigh, who was in what, sweetie?
Psycho.
That's right.
And her father was Tony Curtis.
Yes, Tony Curtis, who was in the funniest movie of all time, apparently.
Some Like It Hot.
Something like that. I've never seen that. PJ Souls, who played Linda, she got the part partly because of her memorable role in Carrie. Now, I don't
Yes.
remember Carrie.
Okay.
Was she?
Just one of the girls in high
She
school.
was one of
Mhm.
Carrie's friends
Yeah.
who wasn't so friendly, probably. And I think PJ Souls was also in Stripes.
She was in Stripes. Yep.
Yes. And she was naked, I think, in Stripes and Halloween.
I think the whole talk about Stripes, not knowing things from Airplane. You remember we were talking about Airplane
Yeah.
and we didn't understand things. Do you
Yeah.
remember the whole like spatula thing
Yeah.
in Stripes?
Yeah, I
And
do.
I remember I was watching with my dad and he was kind of like, this part you don't want to watch. And I didn't understand why it was anything.
Yeah, he's
I
just kind of poking and prodding in a probably not so consensual way.
Correct.
Yeah.
And he called it something like the spatula treatment or something.
The Aunt Jemima treatment?
Aunt Jemima treatment. That was it.
But I don't think she got naked in Stripes. But I know she got naked in Halloween, right?
Mhm. He did. She and Bob have a relationship.
And Bob's got the glasses.
Yes. Bob has the glasses.
And Michael Myers had the glasses on for a short
He
time.
thought he was super funny and he put on Bob's glasses.
So we need to pause there. All right. So Michael Myers.
He not only can he drive a car, He has a sense of humor.
He kills Bob.
Yeah, he's like, see ya.
Now, wait, was he trying to be funny? Was Michael Myers trying to be funny, or was he trying to be strategic? Because if he has the glasses on over the ghost outfit, then she won't be as alarmed.
But why does he care? Why does he care if she's alarmed, not alarmed?
No.
Like, he's gonna kill her no matter, like, why is he like, I gotta be really thoughtful about this? Like, he's obviously does not care.
All right.
So the whole scene is really funny.
There's almost no blood.
Actually, I just said that whole scene is really funny. It's not funny,
It's not funny at
but
all.
it's funny that he's trying to be funny.
Yes. There's almost no blood. Despite its reputation, Halloween has very little gore.
No gore.
Which is kind of cool about it, right?
Again, another thing that the producers thought, or the people who wrote it, John Carpenter and Deborah Hill wrote it, but they got a note from the guy who was like fronting the money saying things are scarier. He actually said that he used to listen to scary radio shows. My mom did too. She talked about it all the time, like science fiction on the radio, and that our brains create scarier ideas than seeing it.
I totally agree with that.
So he's like, stretch things out and don't show us that much.
Yep.
And we will be terrified.
Steadicam magic. The opening POV tracking shot of young Michael killing his sister was groundbreaking and helped popularize the Steadicam in horror. First final girl archetype. Laurie Strode, played by Jamie Lee Curtis, is often cited as the beginning of the final girl horror trope, though some argue Texas Chainsaw Massacre's Sally came first. What's your experience with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, sweetie?
Can't stand it. I honestly, I saw it once.
Like, because it's bad or because it's scary?
It's so awful. Like there's some scenes in that movie that maybe if I watched it now because I'm older and whatever, but I remember one scene that I was like, I can't even tolerate this anymore. And I think I've told you this before. Do you know what scene I'm talking about in Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Leatherface picks up this girl. I can't even say it without like losing my.
Puts her on a meat hook.
Puts her on a hook.
That's right.
And I mean, puts her.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I like to be scared. I do not like that. I don't watch any like torture porn movies. Not my jam at all. Can we talk about the final girls though?
Hold on a second.
Oh.
I don't know about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre theme, but I'm about to press it. So let's see what it sounds like. I have no idea. It's kind of creepy.
This is a theme.
It says theme. It's 4 minutes long. There's not a lot going on.
Yeah, I don't think that's a theme. Oh,
that's pretty good. That's pretty scary.
Yeah, no bueno.
So you don't want to watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
No, that will not be one of our movies in this month of scariness.
Okay.
So I know you're not done with all your random facts, but can we stop on Final Girl for a second?
Sure, babe.
So the term Final Girl, it was actually come up with by a film scholar named Carol Clover in a 1992 book called Men, Women, and Chainsaws about gender in modern horror films. So I could have done this during the deep part too, but let's just do it here.
Okay.
So she used it Final Girl is to describe the last surviving female character in any slasher movie. It's basically the one who confronts the killer and fights back and lives, right? Yeah. So here's the traits of the final girl. She's usually morally pure, which means compared to her peers. So she's not drinking, she's not having sex. She's like the one who is more refined and scared. And even the way they dressed Laurie in this movie, like her girlfriends are like having fun and, going out.
Smoking cigarettes, smoking pot, yeah.
And she just doesn't. She studies and she babysits, So
let that be a lesson, kids.
Right. And this is not only does this follow through in Friday the 13th and other movies, but they make fun of it in Scream.
Yeah.
The next thing, the final girl is always resourceful and smart and super cautious. And she's often kind of boyish and unfeminine in some way. Not the pretty girl.
Yeah.
Right. And so obviously the final girl trope is problematic and also somewhat progressive. I mean, usually there's not a final guy.
Yep.
So it's nice that there's a girl who survives. But the problematic part is that it reinforced the double standards around gender and morality.
Yep.
So I wanted to talk about my top 5 favorite final girls. Do you have a list?
I do not have a list. I want you to do that list, but one more random fact. Sam Loomis's name is taken from Janet Leigh's boyfriend in Psycho. That's all I got.
His name was Sam Loomis.
Apparently, I don't know. I don't remember Psycho that well.
Yeah, that's real. There's a lot of that little stuff in here. And I've got a few things too, but let's just do this list for fun.
All right.
Okay, you ready? Do you have any clapping?
Yeah, I got some clapping.
Okay. My number 5, I'm going to start with my number 5 final girl that I love, is a character named Maddie in the movie Hush by Mike Flanagan. His wife, Kate Siegel, is the girl who survives.
She's your number 5.
She's number 5. Do you remember Hush? She can't hear.
Yeah, it was pretty
Remember?
good.
Yeah, it was really
Pretty
good.
good.
Number 4 is Sydney Prescott in Scream. That'd be Nev Campbell.
Nev, yeah. She's pretty good. She's a fighter.
She's really good.
They're all fighters, right?
And she actually has sex with Skeet Ulrich. Is that his name? Skeet Ulrich?
You're asking the wrong person.
Okay. Anyway, her boyfriend in Scream. So she's kind of defying that part,
Oh,
but
yeah, so she's not pure.
right.
Got it.
Right. Number 3, Nancy, our girl Nancy in A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, yeah.
Starts to get some gray hair,
Oh, she does.
Remember that? She has a gray strip.
I know she's sleep deprived.
She's
That's all
not
I know.
sleeping. Number 2, Alice, Friday the 13th.
Alice, who's Alice?
Alice.
Oh, is that
Friday
the
the
girl in the canoe?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
she doesn't get Jason. She gets Jason's mom.
Yes, she does. And Jason gets her in
Yeah.
that dream, but it's really not.
Well, he gets her in Friday the 13th part 2.
Yeah,
So she's only a final girl for so long. And then number 1
is Lori.
is our girl, Lori.
Of course. Congratulations.
Okay. Do you have any other random facts?
I don't have any other random facts. I do want to do something, as long as we're talking about other movies, I want you to do a bracket. So I'm going to ask you, you have to choose between one of these 2 movies, and it's about their endings, not like the quality of the entire movie, but the endings. Okay.
Okay.
So let's see. I'm going to have to write this down as I go. We have Sixth Sense. This is assuming you've seen all these.
I think I have.
Sixth Sense versus Rosemary's Baby.
Well, I'm going to say Sixth Sense.
Okay, we got Sixth Sense advancing. And then we got Friday the 13th.
The first one?
First one versus Paranormal Activity.
Oh, that's hard.
I know, you got to choose, babe.
Oh, that's hard.
Mm-hmm.
That's too hard. Why'd you put those up against each other?
Because there's other good ones that you don't even know about.
I'm going to say Paranormal Activity.
All right, Friday the 13th is out of the running. We got Blair Witch versus Halloween.
Halloween.
That was easy for you. So we'll get rid of them. The Others versus The Ring.
Oh, I'm going to say, okay, The Ring terrified me, but do you remember I watched it when we were on vacation
I do,
together?
I
was
do.
by myself. It was a dumb move.
Yeah.
But The Others has a great ending.
Okay, so you're going to go with The Others.
Yes.
Okay, so they're out. The Ring is out. Scream versus Us.
Scream.
Sudi's
I don't
goes.
like Us.
Okay. Seven versus Get Out.
Oh, I love them both.
I know you got to choose.
We're
babe.
talking about endings. I'm
Endings.
just going to go with Get Out. It's just a better movie.
Truth. What's in the box?
I've seen Seven a bunch of times, but
What's in the box?
Okay.
Okay. Sixth Sense versus Carrie.
Sixth Sense.
Okay, Carrie is out of the running. And then we got Psycho versus Paranormal Activity.
Paranormal Activity.
Okay. Just so you know, Psycho
I was
and
bored in Psycho.
I know Psycho and the other one I just said were first and second seeds. So you just kicked out the 1 and 2 seeds.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Like
So now we got Sixth Sense versus Paranormal Activity.
just by the ending,
Yep.
I'm gonna do Sixth Sense.
Okay, that's a tough one.
It's got a great ending.
We got Halloween versus The Others.
Halloween.
All right, so The Others is gone, and now we got Scream versus Get Out.
Get Out.
And then we got a 3-way tie for
Okay.
last. So you got Sixth Sense, Halloween, or Get Out. Endings. What's your favorite?
Halloween.
Halloween. That's very appropriate. I will probably say Get Out. Get Out is such a great movie. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
So congratulations on the bracketology, sweetie. I'm not shocked that you chose Halloween.
Where's my clapping?
I got you some clapping. Okay.
Okay. Can I give a few more random facts?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. A few more random facts is that the entire movie was shot in 20 days.
Pretty good.
That it like totally led to the, as we said, the slasher boom in the 70s and 80s. So it inspired Friday the 13th. It inspired Nightmare on Elm Street. Toby Hooper did the Fun House, and then a bunch of others that were less known, Maniac, the Summer Party Massacre. Then it led to the 90s. They call it the meta reinvention wave. And that's when Scream came.
Which was really good.
Yes, Wes Craven's Scream, and Kevin Williamson wrote it. He also did Dawson's Creek. And then Kevin Williamson also did I Know What You Did Last Summer. And I Know What You Did Last Summer is having a comeback right now. They did another one. And then the modern horror directors, Rob Zombie redid Halloween in 2007. And then Todd and I were going through all the Halloween movies last night. We were laughing about how many different.
Yeah, quite a few.
Can you pull them up so we can like read them all?
I thought you already had that in your
Did
head.
I?
I thought you did.
I don't know. But anyway, just to finish, other modern horror directors, James Wan, he did Saw, The Conjuring, Insidious. Saw, see you later, out. That's torture porn. Don't like it. Conjuring's pretty good. Insidious is pretty good. And then my favorite of all favorites, Mike Flanagan, Hush, Haunting of Hill House, Dr. Sleep, Midnight Mass. And then let's see, I think that is it for random facts, except one other really kind of side note is that I have a thing with two of my best girlfriends from college where we just send each other funny Michael Myers things.
Yeah.
And on TikTok, if you want to laugh, and I don't know if it'll make you laugh, but you can go on TikTok and find a dancing Mike Myers.
Yeah.
And Michael Myers, and we just send those to each other. And there's also this dad and this kid who go around dressed up as Michael Myers. And I don't know why it's funny.
It's very funny.
It is.
The original John Carpenter timeline, Halloween, 1978, Halloween 2, 1981. It picks up the same night Laurie's in the hospital.
Halloween 2 is just a gore fest.
Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, standalone, no Michael Myers.
Totally different movie.
That's really interesting. Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers.
He
brings
returned.
Michael back and introduces Jamie Lloyd, whoever that is.
You know Jamie Lloyd. We watched Halloween 4 last year, remember? Jamie Lloyd is the little girl.
Oh,
and the
bummer.
whole intention was to be like, because she is related to Michael Myers, and that's why he comes back to get her. And then when he's dying, finally, she touches him. And then at the end of Halloween 4, she has killed someone, and they were trying to run with the theme of his awful essence is now in her. But it didn't work out.
Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. It continues Jamie Lloyd's story. And then 1995, Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers expands on the Cult of Thorn storyline, whatever the hell that is.
I don't know.
So now we got something called an H2O timeline.
And that is Jamie Lee Curtis comes back.
Yeah, Halloween H2O, 20 years later, Laurie returns living under a new identity. And then Halloween Resurrection in 2002, reality show in the Myers house, infamous for Busta Rhymes versus Michael. There's no way that's true. I think ChatGPT is messing with me.
I think your AI is no good.
Rob Zombie remakes.
Yes. So then we go back.
Halloween 2007,
Yeah.
a reimagining. Have you ever seen that one, Rob Zombie's
I have
version?
not seen Rob Zombie's Halloween.
And then Halloween 2. So he redid the original and the second one. That's interesting. And then we got this guy named David Gordon Green Trilogy, direct sequels to 1978, ignores everything else. Halloween, it was in 2018, 40 years later, Laurie versus Michael again.
Yep.
Halloween Kills, the mob hunts Michael.
So, like, first of all, the Halloween, there's H2O, and then we get to Rob Zombie stuff. And then this guy has a trilogy of Laurie comes back again. She's older, and they're like, this is the end.
Yeah.
But then it's not. And then it goes to Halloween Kills. And that's the trailer we were watching the other night that has Anthony Michael Hall.
Right.
And then Kyle Richards, who was in Real Housewives, and she played the young Lindsay in the first Halloween. And then it's her
Bring her back.
playing the older Lindsay. And they're like, remember the trailer? They're like, it ends tonight. Well,
Yes.
guess what? It didn't.
Well, then, so that's 2021 Halloween Kills. And then 2022, Halloween Ends. It's the final showdown between Laurie and Michael. And it's called Halloween Ends. It reminds me of the Who concert that you and I went to in 1989. And it was the farewell tour.
It was the farewell tour. And we went to that concert and we were like, this is the last time we'll ever see the Who. And they're on tour right now. And we're 54.
Touring for like 35 years as their farewell. It's kind of like the going out of business sale at the furniture stores.
And they're always going out of business.
Yeah, they're alive and well.
Yeah.
And they're going out of business sale. Okay, are we ready for the next category?
Yes.
I think it's this one.
WTF.
Boy, That escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It jumped up a notch.
It did, didn't it?
It did, didn't it? All right. So I think that we've covered all of my WTFs. Let me just see. Okay, there's one scene at the end where Michael's got a clean shot at Lori. She's not looking at him, she's looking the other direction.
Uh-huh.
And you see
When she's in the doorway?
maybe the doorway, and you see the knife come up, and he's got like a clean shot.
Yeah.
And he stabs.
But he
and
only gets her sleeve.
He just gets her sleeve.
Yeah.
So like WTF. And then she like falls over the railing
She sure
at the
does.
bottom of the stairs,
Yeah.
even though she didn't really even get hit.
I know, but I think the force pushed her over the
No,
railing.
I don't think so.
Oh.
So that's my big WTF. Like, Michael, come on. I mean, the driving thing is the best part of this whole idea.
Yeah. So the driving thing and the donning of the outfit,
Yeah,
the new outfit.
The donning.
The donning. And then, as we already mentioned, the worst parents in the world. Okay. Because here's what's going on. The sheriff is completely disengaged. Basically, Dr. Loomis is running around town with his head on fire. He's
Yes.
like, evil has come to your town. Like he's telling everyone, and everyone's like, yeah,
Can I
whatever.
bring a little more Dr. Loomis in?
Yes, please.
I met this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face and the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes.
Oh boy. Oh, there's a whole nother scene I want to play, but that's all right. So yeah, Dr. Loomis.
And he's just running around town.
Yeah, like what's he doing? He's like hiding in the bushes.
Yeah.
Like, what is this guy doing?
Wait till we even get to that scene.
Okay.
It's insane.
Okay.
So anyway, he's like saying to the sheriff, dude, you have got to pay attention. He's the one who broke into the hardware store. He's back. He's your town.
He's driving the station wagon.
He's driving the station wagon. He's donning the outfit. He actually says to the sheriff, death has come to your town.
There is a funny idea that, like, there's a part where Lori's walking down the street, down the sidewalk with her girlfriend, and the station wagon just drives by, and it's Michael just like cruising the neighborhood.
And not only is that what happens, but then her friend Annie turns around and says, speed kills.
Really?
Because he's driving too fast.
Oh wow. So he's not obeying the speed
And
limits.
then he stops.
Oh, he does?
And it's creepy. And that's the thing. There's a bunch of things going on in the movie. Lori keeps seeing him around town.
Yeah.
And he's like in the laundry, and he's like across the street from her school.
Yeah.
And he's like at the end of the block, and she's like, this is creepy.
Yes.
So what I'm saying here is that the sheriff finally starts telling the other police officers, like, this is bad.
Yeah.
And maybe we should do something. But all the parents still decide to go out to parties.
Yeah.
They're all like, we're leaving. You're getting a babysitter.
Sweetie, first things first. I mean, they got to go out.
Oh, I thought you were going to play something.
No, they just got to go
So
out.
we basically see no parents. Not only that, but there's a scene at the end when Lori is like running to a house because she's like getting followed, and the family turns their lights out and locks their door.
Yeah.
Like this town is something's off.
I'm going to throw 5 scenes at you real quick.
Okay.
And you tell me what I'm missing.
Okay.
The opening sequence, which is where the young Michael Myers kills his sister. That's the opening POV sequence.
Yeah.
Number 2 is when he escapes from the hospital.
Yep.
Kind of creepy. The Bob and Linda attack.
Yeah.
When he does
It's intense.
some good damage. The closet scene.
I think, who does he kill first, Annie or Linda and Bob? I feel like he gets Annie in the car with he strangles her.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
And then we got the closet scene, which is really good. And then the final confrontation and disappearance of Michael.
Okay.
So
yeah,
what
I think
big
the
scene have we
whole-
missed?
and there's a scene with one of her friends, and it's a bit of a gratuitous 1980s scene. She spills something on her shirt. She has to take her shirt off,
So yeah, that's important.
puts it in the washing machines, walk around in her underwear. You know, there's kind of like the girl. Again, it's like Lori's virtuous, her friends aren't.
Mhm.
And that whole scene is scary. And she gets killed in a car. And I remember when the last time I watched it, I was like, that's long scene.
Yeah.
Like they make us watch a lot of uncomfortable stuff.
Well,
like,
that's the way movies were made back then.
I know.
But
But
we had a longer attention span.
yes, but it's also like scarier and more uncomfortable.
Oh yeah. That's
you know?
the stretching thing that
Yeah.
the guy was talking about last night in the documentary.
So scary. So, okay. So a few other things. When Linda gets strangled, when Linda and Bob, she's on the phone with Lori. And Lori is like, "Are you guys messing around?"
Mhm.
Like, and that's kind of creepy. You
Yeah.
know, like it's happening across the street. Let's see. We already talked about Bob's the ghost, the sheet he puts on, and he puts on Bob's glasses.
How does he see? Maybe it's just a different prescription or something.
I don't
I don't
know.
think Michael's too worried about that.
And then the one California to Illinois thing is because it's supposed to be in Haddonfield, Illinois, but certain scenes you can see palm trees.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, they've got to your, they tried their best. They did this movie when it wasn't the fall and they weren't in Illinois. So like Todd said, they tried to drop the leaves and do all that. And they had to get a bunch of gourds and paint them orange because there were no pumpkins available.
Sweetie, did you know what a gourd was before we watched that documentary last
I
night?
do know what a gourd is. I always thought gourds were like more eggplant shaped though.
What's the difference between a gourd and a goiter?
I don't even think they're in the same category. I think a goiter is something on your body, and
Yeah.
a gourd is like something that it grows from the ground like a pumpkin.
Got it. Yeah, that
Um,
makes sense.
yeah.
It'd be weird if I had a gourd on my body.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be not good. So anyway, I think that, and then I also talked about the final girl. We did that already. So I have one more list.
Sure.
My favorite boogeymen,
Oh,
and I have 8.
okay.
Okay, because we knew the term boogeyman,
Hmm.
boogeyman, and I don't even know where that comes from. Why do we call him a boogeyman?
I feel like boogeyman is a generic term that crosses over so many different horror movies. I don't know what the origin is.
And I know that, but like, why did boogie sounds funny?
Boogie sounds, yeah, like we boogie, or I pick my nose and get a booger out there.
Yeah, one of those things. So you got your clapping ready?
Yeah, but first I'm looking up the origin of the boogeyman, but go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So my number, I actually came up with 8.
Okay.
Again, I was trying to be real and, be like, this is who I think the boogeymen are in my life.
Yep.
Number 8 is Vecna from
Ooh,
Stranger
It's a
Things.
good one.
He is definitely a boogeyman, and there's a lot of other things going on. Do you have any Stranger Things music?
Not offhand.
Sometimes my expectations for Todd.
Yeah, you're like,
I'm like, come on, come on.
How can it take you 3 seconds?
Come on,
Oh,
throw that in. So Vecna he's in Stranger Things, and he's definitely a boogeyman. Okay, my next one, you Chicago people better know this. It's Son of Svengoolie.
Oh my gosh.
Remember Son of Svengoolie?
Yeah. So many people are like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. So if you lived in Chicago, there were on WGN, there was this guy named Son of Svengoolie. I actually think before Son of Svengoolie, there was Svengoolie. And then that went away.
Then he
and
had a kid.
Yeah. And he had a kid. And so it was like he was the introducer of scary movies.
Mhm.
So if like there was a scary movie on WGN radio or WGN TV, he came on and he was corny and funny, and he tried to like crack jokes. He was kind of like Elvira.
Yeah.
If you know
Yeah, the
who
male
Elvira is.
version of that.
Correct. And so, but he kind of creeped me out.
Really?
Yes.
I'm going to do a little bit of I don't know what this is. Remember that, Berwin? They don't.
There, Junior. Looks like we both escaped from the mayor's bodyguards to the Chicago Fest just in the nick of time.
I was just trying to sell her a handy
That's
kitchen
him.
tool. I just told her, here's a blender complete for every job.
Yes. But with your accent.
So
you thought
this
she
was
said
like
there's
the
a balloon
things
that can
in
be-
between the scary movies that they were showing. They would
Yes.
like do these little skits.
Yes. And when I say I was scared, it just, even Elvira, they had an eerie tone, like the Crypt Keeper from Tales from the Crypt, or they were like our guides.
Yeah.
And I was young.
Right.
It scared me. So Son of Svengoolie is number 7. Number 6 is Ghostface.
Who's Ghostface?
He's in Scream,
Okay. Oh yeah, that's good.
right?
Yeah.
He's different people in every Scream movie. Sorry to ruin that for you, but
The only thing I want to say is don't watch Scream 6. Is that what we went to see in the theater?
yeah, we saw Scream 6.
And
in
it
the
was
theater.
the worst part is the first like 10 minutes were really good. I'm like, okay, we got a good horror movie.
And then it was so bad.
and it was really bad.
It was so
They
bad.
put all their thought into the first 10 minutes.
Yeah. And the stabbings were brutal.
Yeah.
Like,
but
remember, I was
think
like,
that's
"It's awful."
I think that's just because we're soft. 'Cause
Yeah.
We're not watching those movies anymore.
The worst person who likes horror movies. Like, I can't tolerate it, and I still to get scared. It's just,
And
whatever.
you like to cover your eyes quite often.
I cover my eyes. Number 5, Pennywise,
Okay. Yeah,
the
we-
It
okay.
clown. Number 4, I'm stretching a little bit, but are you
Stretch?
ready?
Yeah.
Smoke Monster from Lost.
Wow.
Because he was also Man in Black, who was kind of a boogeyman. Don't you think?
He terrorized people. So sure.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say smoke monster. Not our rabbit.
No.
Smoke monster. No. Man in Black from
Yes.
Number 3. Now I'm getting simple. Number 3, Freddy.
Mhm.
Freddy Kruegs.
Yep.
Number 2, Jason's mom.
Oh, so Jason's not even in your top 8?
No, I don't like Jason. I like Jason's mom. She was a scary, scary boogeyman.
Sweetie,
Jason was
that's a hot take.
I know. Jason was dumb.
The fact that Jason isn't in your top 8?
Jason's not real.
What?
Jason was dead in the water for years.
Oh my gosh. Do we have to talk about logic here? Because there's no logic to Michael Myers or Freddy Krueger, and you're pulling logic out?
I don't like it. Jason's mom. Number 1, Michael Myers.
Of course.
Okay, so those are my favorite boogeymen. So if you want to go, do you want to do a little bit of depth?
I actually have something else that we're going to do.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be the Michael versus Freddy versus Jason's showdown. And I'm going to make myself a little thing here.
Okay.
Michael, Freddy, Jason. And I'm going to bring up different categories and you choose which one did it the best. Okay.
Okay.
And
I was reading something. I didn't hear what you said.
Just tell me which of the 3, and I'm going to tally who wins between Michael, Jason, and Freddy.
Okay.
So we're gonna rank not rank, but who has the best weapon. So Michael has the kitchen knife, typically. Freddy's got the razor glove hand things, and Jason's got a machete. Who you voting for?
Freddy.
Okay, so Freddy's got one. Next, home turf. Michael terrorizes suburban streets and houses.
Yeah.
Freddy terrorizes your dreams, and Jason terrorizes Camp Crystal Lake. Who are you gonna give it to?
Freddy.
I agree. Number 3, creepiest mask or look. We know what Michael does. Freddy's got the burned face with the striped sweater, and Jason's got the hockey mask.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Who are you going with?
I'm gonna go with Michael Myers on that one.
Okay, Michael gets a little love there. Most brutal kills. Michael, silent stabbings and strangulations.
Awful.
Freddy, surreal dream deaths.
Crazy.
TV, bed, or wall, it says, whatever that means.
Yeah, he comes out when they fall asleep of those things.
And then Jason, sheer strength, crushing heads, spears, and axes.
No, yeah, Jason's dumb.
Who are you going to go with?
I'm gonna go. The whole Freddy Krueger idea is insane.
So you're going to go with Freddy on that one?
Yeah,
All right. So
I am.
Freddy's got 3.
Yeah.
Best origin story. Michael, he has childhood trauma that translates into evil incarnate.
But does he have childhood trauma? This is my question. What happened?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. Maybe those parents weren't so surprised. Maybe they knew they screwed up their kid.
He was only 6.
You could screw up a kid for the first year in their life.
I don't know what was going on.
Maybe they locked him in a
origin
cage.
story. Okay, go ahead.
Freddy is a child killer burned alive by parents, now haunting dreams.
Best origin story, him.
Jason was a drowned boy who returned for undead revenge.
Dumb.
You're going to go with Freddy?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Freddy's got 4. Best sequel longevity. Michael starts in 1978, goes to 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Freddy has 9 films, plus Freddy versus Jason.
Freddy versus Jason.
Plus a TV show, apparently.
Oh.
And then Jason has 12 films. We're still waiting for 13, which is hilarious.
That would have been good. I've got to go with Michael Myers because we just read how many Halloween. Freddy Krueger's is like just a good idea.
Okay, well, you got 4 for Freddy, you got 2 for Michael, and Jason's still looking for some love.
Jason, if you have Jason's mom, I'll give her some love.
Okay.
She was creepy as hell.
She was.
Remember that sweater?
I remember the sweater.
Yes.
Okay, cultural icon status. Michael defined the slasher genre.
Yes.
Freddy was the MTV era wisecrackling villain.
Okay. What? You are so AI right now.
And Jason
He's
was
dying.
pop culture shorthand for horror. Who are you gonna go?
Michael.
Michael gets. Oh, he's in second place.
Uh-huh.
Scariest theme music: Halloween or Freddy. And I'm gonna play Freddy in a second. Actually, I'm gonna do them both. If you just bear with me 1 second.
And then Jason was the that thing.
Wait, that's not.
How'd it go?
All right, so this is this one. I should be set up for the.
You said this is this one. That's Jason.
I actually kind of like this one.
It's creepy.
It is creepy. And then now I'm gonna go 1, 2. Freddy's coming for you.
1, 2. Freddy's coming for you.
This I think wins. All right, who you going with?
I'm going with the Halloween theme. I think Freddy Krueger is scary. That's fun, but this is classic.
I think it's a two-way tie, even though there's no ties. But
Mhm.
all right, so you're going with Halloween. So
Mhm.
that okay, so it's all tied up. Let's see what the tiebreaker is. You're doing great, by the way, sweetie.
Thank you.
Most likely to haunt your dreams. Michael shows up in your window.
Ugh,
Freddy's already in your dreams. and
literally.
Jason pops up at summer camp.
Jason, goodbye. Bye. Girl, bye. I'm gonna say Michael because he did haunt my dreams. I get it that Freddy literally haunts dreams, but that was the parents were trying to do something good, but it screwed their kids over.
Yes. So sweetie, Michael did win by one,
Yes.
which is appropriate. I decided not to do the last one because it's so stupid.
What is it?
The ultimate horror icon. Michael, it just says the shape, the original
Right.
silent stalker.
Yeah.
Freddy, it says the talker, nightmare comedian turned killer. What is that?
Because he always had like quirky one-liners. He'd be like, guess this. I can't even come up with it, but he would say something to comment on what he was seeing in a funny way. And I think there's Friday the 13th there's Nightmare on Elm Street where he did it a few times. And then all the rest of the movies, they took it up a notch.
All right, here's some Freddy one-liners.
Please stop.
This is God.
Boy.
Yikes.
I don't believe this fairy tale.
Oh no.
Okay.
See you here. Tell him Frank sent you.
Yeah, got it. I don't want to hear the slashing.
Are you scared or just
I
fun?
don't like to hear it. It makes me wince.
Oh, okay. Well, it's just a movie, sweetie. It's okay.
I understand, but it bothers me. So yeah, it bothers.
Okay.
I think that Michael Myers wins all the things.
Yes, he did. Okay, so now we're back to our categories. We're getting back on track here. We did WTF? Yeah, we did that. Are we doing any rolling in the deep?
Well, I that's why I was looking. I think I'm missing a page.
Oh no.
I think I said something about I wrote something about I'll just try and do it off the top of my head. I wrote something about how horror movies are purposeful and that they are supposed to be talking to us about what's going on in our culture.
Yeah.
And that our ability to be scared in a controlled setting is actually really helpful to our nervous systems because we can watch it and then have our blood pressure go up or have our adrenaline go up and then it ends.
Yep.
And it's kind of like what I was saying, what I was doing when I was young is I was like, there's so many things in the world to be scared of, but in a horror movie, it's controlled.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of women, and I think men too, but statistically, it's women, watch a lot of true crime and a lot of things like that because it's like a controlled version of them being able to watch something that they're already afraid of, that is a threat to them.
Right.
Domestic abuse kind of situations, stalkers, serial killers, they get women.
Yeah.
We are the ones who are at risk and we watch it to kind of, it's not so literal that we're like, let's figure out what we do. It's just more like, I'm going to watch this and feel like I have control and that I can like say, oh, I would never do that, or I wouldn't do that. And, we kind of figure things out while we're watching it. And I think a lot of it is subconscious.
Truth.
But I think that there are people who have written books about the importance of horror movies in our culture. Like, Halloween came out after the whole Nixon Watergate thing.
Yeah.
About not trusting certain authority figures. There's a lot of commentary on our society as a whole, and you just have to kind of dig a little deeper for it.
You got to dig a little deeper.
So anyway, I'm sorry. That's all I have off the top of my head. I lost my page.
You're doing great, babe.
Yeah. So, and as far as like parenting and stuff, this isn't really about Halloween, but just overall, like, kids usually want to watch horror movies. Kids go through a point in their lives where they want to see horror movies.
Yeah.
And it happened with at least our first two kids. I don't think Skylar got super into it.
No.
But both JC and Cameron had times where they're like, I want to watch scary movies. And I knew that time was coming, and we kind of had to figure out what are we going to start with. And we started with The Sixth Sense because there's not a lot of gore. There's no boogeymen.
Yeah.
It's more of a tale that ends kind of positively.
Yeah, the scary monsters turn out to be actually very sweet.
Yes. And so, but it was that, adrenaline rush, scary, and then a great twist ending. And so we kind of like did that. And now it's interesting because JC she's 22 and she's really invested in certain kinds of horror movies.
Yeah.
She likes to stretch herself in that area. She doesn't see all of them,
Yeah.
but she'll be like, oh, there's this new
And then
genre.
she'll
or
call us
whatever.
saying, I'm scared. I'm like, oh, here's an idea.
Yeah. And then, but see, I'm just as bad. I mean,
No, you're not.
I can so relate.
You used to be that bad, but you are smart enough.
I'm smarter.
Yeah. So we have 3 things left to do in this show.
All right, let's do it.
The last thing that I want to do is going to be something called Halloween Walk of Life. And I'm going to walk everybody through that. So just stay tuned for that.
Okay.
We also have to do the music game.
Yes.
And then, but I do want to do this Halloween candy bracket for you.
Okay.
So you're going to choose the candy, which you like better. Okay.
Okay. I like candy.
Milky Way versus candy corn.
Gosh, people are going to get mad. Candy corn.
Oh my gosh.
Like Milky Way.
I don't like candy corn.
That's fine. You're asking me.
Butterfinger versus Starburst.
Butterfinger.
Okay, that's good.
I don't like Starburst. I don't like candy.
Three Musketeers versus Skittles.
Oh, Three Musketeers. Hello, it's my favorite.
Sweetie, don't ruin it. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups versus candy corn.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Okay, so that's out. And now we got Kit Kats versus M&Ms.
M&Ms. I put them in my popcorn when I'm at movies. Oh, you know what I just saw in the theaters? I saw Weapons, which was scary. JC and I saw that.
Oh,
yeah.
All right.
Keep going.
Snickers versus Butterfinger.
Butterfinger.
Okay, so no love for Snickers.
I don't like Snickers. I don't like peanuts.
Snickers always satisfies.
That's what I've heard.
Twix versus Three Musketeers.
Three Musketeers.
Oh, no love for Twix. See, that's a problem right there. So now we got...
you know who else likes Three Musketeers?
Who?
Dart from Stranger Things.
Yes, he does. We got Reese's Peanut Butter Cup versus M&M's.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Okay, so we're done with that. And then we got... let's see. Oh, I got lost here. So we got Three Musketeers versus Butterfinger.
Three Musketeers.
And then Reese's Peanut Butter Cup versus... What's your top out of...
It's my top 2 candy is Reese's Peanut Butter Cup and Three Musketeers. And I know people who are yelling right now saying Three Musketeers is gross. I get it.
It's not gross. It's just boring.
But I like boring things.
You like regular bubble gum.
I like regular bubble gum.
Potato chips.
I like regular potato chips. I like unsweetened iced tea. I don't like fruit flavor stuff. I just like boring. I like plain pasta. I'm just a little boring.
Yeah, you don't need a lot in order to enjoy food.
I like black coffee, no sweetener, nothing. I like that basic taste.
Okay, so now we're on music game.
Okay. Were we going to do top 5 horror movies of all time, or should we save that for a different month?
Yeah, let's say that for a different week.
Okay. So I do remember what I put down.
Okay.
Do you have a song?
I do, but I feel like I always go first. So I want you to go first this time.
Okay, so I was really struggling because it's all too obvious.
Yeah.
But I decided to go with a song that is really obvious. But it was popular around the same time that I watched it, and I was scared, and it fits the time. And it's Rockwell.
Oh, what's the name
Was
of the
that
song?
yours too?
No.
Rockwell, it's called Somebody's Watching Me.
That's pretty good. Let's just
Thank
hear a little
you.
clip of that.
Why do I always feel like I'm twirling soon? I always feel.
How did Rockwell get Michael Jackson to do anything?
There's a whole story behind that. I remember reading about it, and I can't tell you. But that is such a good song for this movie because that's really the whole movie. Michael is following Lori, watching her, and she can feel it.
That's right.
Yeah. So what's yours?
Mine is this.
You're talking a lot, but you're not saying anything. When I have nothing to say, my lips are steel. Say something once, might say it again. I go killer. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
You know
Wow.
what's weird?
You know how I feel about Talking Heads. So
It's a good song though.
is it?
Oh, I love the song.
Okay, what do you do to this song? Do you dance?
Oh, I moved.
Does it make you happy?
Yes.
No.
It makes me move and it makes me happy.
I know. Again, people are
Go ahead, Sue. Go ahead.
people are mad at me
I go killer.
about
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
they're mad at me about Son of Svengoolie. They're mad at me about Smoke Monster, Three Musketeers, and the fact that I don't like Talking Heads very much. There's a few songs I like, but that
is the
song, what do you do to like when are you in your car like jamming out to Psycho Killer?
Yeah, you just sing along. Oh.
Well, I always say that we should just like what we like. And so I don't want to put anyone down because I like a bunch of crazy
You're
music.
putting Talking Heads down. You're putting down people that like Talking Heads. You're putting down the people that are related to the people that like Talking Heads.
You know what I like? I like the song And She Was. That was about it.
Oh, it's a good song.
That's a great song. So sorry about that.
we got to do a poll on our Instagram or something to see who wins.
On InstaSnap?
Because I don't think it's obvious. I think people might vote for you. People might, but I really want this one. I need a win.
You won a lot at the beginning.
Not lately. I'm gonna. It's like Jackie Gleason. All right. I'm on a losing streak, but I need to break that streak with Psycho Killer. So to close this show, I'm going to play a clip on YouTube. You guys can all find this. And my friend Chris Lozier brought this to my attention, and it's called the Walk of Life Project. And what they do is they pick the end of an epic movie, and instead of playing the closing score, they play the Walk of Life by Dire Straits. So that's all they do. They just put the audio on top at the very end.
And it works with every movie.
And it works really well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the clip, and I'm going to be like the play-by-play announcer. Okay. So this is the end of Halloween.
And are you getting it from the Walk of Life project? Okay, good.
Yes.
All right.
So Lori so the doctor just shot Michael. Okay. He just fell. Oh no.
Oh no.
So Dr. Loomis.
Lori's going to ask.
Lori.
What's the boogeyman?
Did you say, was this the boogeyman?
As a matter of fact, it was.
It was. So he just.
Then he looks over.
Just got shot 6 times. Oh.
Here it comes.
So now he's looking over the balcony and he sees the bodies missing.
Yikes. And Lori's still crying.
I don't know why I think this is so funny. And now it's cut back to Lori and she's crying.
Because it's like a happy song.
You got to see it. But this is good too. And then now they're cutting to all the individual scenes.
Oh, creepy.
So
We should like just talk about that really quick.
Yeah.
I love Walk of Life Project because
Yeah.
they do it for the end of The Godfather
Yeah.
also, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
'Cause, it's so serious when the door closes in case like trying to look in. But anyway, they do it for Easy Rider. They do it for a bunch of them. But that end scene that Todd just played for you, and usually you get the Halloween theme, but then they just cut to while the music's playing, they cut to the family room, they cut to the stairwell, they cut to
all the places
the
where
houses, every place he had been.
Yeah.
And it's so creepy. And I remember the first time thinking to myself, oh my God, that's terrifying. And that was like a last minute decision. They had to put something in
they needed something.
They needed something because the song was going to run longer and
Yeah.
they needed to fill it in. And they had just happened to get a bunch of those shots
Yeah.
because it was like prep shots.
Yeah.
So they just cut them in. Again, this was film.
And it was perfect.
And it was so scary.
Yeah.
So Halloween is just a pretty good movie. And again, has all sorts of issues because it's old and, they had no money and everything. But it's one of those weird ones that
It's also just because it's called Halloween.
Yeah.
Let's be real,
That helps.
right?
Because it supposedly they were going to call it the babysitter murders or something like that, and it would have been so much worse.
Yeah.
And Friday the 13th is just like a spoof off of Halloween. It's like a worse version of it.
Well, they say they got I mean, it came after, you know,
Like we got to have it on a date, so we don't want to call it Labor Day. How about just Friday the 13th?
like it's so interesting because growing up in Illinois, so we had Haddonfield, Illinois wasn't a real place, but again, you thought it was in Illinois. And then Camp Crystal Lake is also in Illinois.
Yeah.
So we were like, man, we're screwed.
Yeah. There's a lot of murder.
There's just a lot of murdering going on, and in good old Illinois. So
I want to thank everybody for listening. If you like this podcast, tell a friend.
and you can give us a review.
Yeah.
We got a recent review. Lovely. If you don't want to give a review, then don't. Meaning, if you don't have anything good to say, then don't. But we've really enjoyed doing these movies and talking about these things. This one felt more like a pop culturing. Usually there's a lot more depth to it, but it's Halloween.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We got to figure out what we're going to do the rest of the month, but it's going to be something about scariness.
Maybe vampires, maybe werewolves, maybe like what other kind of things are out there? Ghosts.
Yeah.
Demons. I don't like demons. I don't want to talk about demons.
I don't want to talk about my flair. I do
Okay,
want you to buy Kathy's book called Restoring Our Girls. And I want you to consider joining Team Zen. We do Zen Parenting Live once or twice a month. Kathy's women's group.
And follow my Substack too.
Follow Kathy's Substack. And then don't forget, I just had lunch with Jeremy Kraft. He's a bald-headed beauty.
Yes.
If anybody's doing any painting or remodeling throughout the Chicagoland area, give him a call, 630-956-1800. Thank you so much for joining us. Keep trucking.